This is Inglewood Drive, and for the first 11 months of the year, it looks like any other street. But in the month of December, something magical happens here that cannot be described in words, so I'll just have to show you. Welcome to Inglewood, or as the locals call it, Kringlewood. The only street in the city where every house puts up a 14-foot-high, giant inflatable Santa the first week of every December. On my way to Kringlewood, I did happen to see houses around the city here and there that put up their own unique Christmas decorations. But as far as I know, this is the only street I've ever heard of where nearly every single house puts up an identical Santa on their front lawn. The people of these houses individually put up their own 14-foot-high Santas. But the question is why? Why does every single house have a giant inflatable Santa? Oh shit, there's a car coming. Okay, so let's make a list and see if we can find out A, how many Santas are on this street? B, how long this tradition has been going on? And finally, C, who was the first person to put up their Santa Claus? Now, when I find the person who started this tradition, I'm gonna give them a gift. A Mr. Beast Feastable chocolate bar. Now currently, Mr. Beast chocolate bars aren't actually available in Canada. Damn you, Jimmy Donaldson! So just so you know, this chocolate was actually really hard to come by. Anyways, let's do it. The first thing I did was go down the entire street and count just how many Santas there were. 1, 2, 7. This Santa's taking a nap. 10, 20. Okay, this Santa's doing yoga, but 21. This is the crime scene where Santa was murdered. 23, 30, 40. In case you're noticing, yes, my gloves are broken. And finally, 55. 55 Santas on one street. It's gotta be some kind of a record. Once I counted all the Santas, I found a nice family just outside their house, and I was able to ask them some questions.
This is our second year.
Your second year?
Yeah.
Do you guys know who started it?
No, we actually don't know.
Who puts it up, you or your dad?
Our dad.
You guys don't put it up yourselves?
No.
No? You guys have planned on doing it every year?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. The family didn't know who put up the first Santa. Then I found a nice man who was inflating his Santa as I was arriving. So I stopped to ask him some questions. So how long has this been going on?
I'm gonna say like 8 to 10 years, because yeah, ours is getting pretty tired. It's like, you know, first generation.
Do you know who started putting up these Santas?
I think there's a couple of neighbors down the end of the street. One put one up, then maybe a third one went up.
So one house started it near the end of the street.
Yeah.
Do you know which house?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay, so the guy said the person who started this is at the very end of the street. Let's see if we can go find them. Once I got to the end of the street, I became a little desperate. So I began knocking on doors, looking for the person who started this tradition. But as I was taking one last shot with my camera, I saw this woman named Nancy, who I was able to convince to do one last interview for the day. Can you tell me the story of how the Santas came to be?
Well, I had Santa envy because the person who lives 2 doors down had the first Santa.
2 doors down,
And
okay.
I thought it was so cute.
I gotta go over to that house over there.
They've moved. Those are new owners. But I think they bequeathed the Santa to the people who moved in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thanked Nancy for her time and started to get ready to go home. I was getting ready to give up and leave soon because my camera was running low on battery. After spending all day in the cold, my hands were literally shaking from being outside for too long. So I took a little break to get some hot cocoa. When I got to the coffee shop, all they had was paper cups. So I put my cocoa in my Santa mug, which I keep on me for festive emergencies. As I sat there, sipping my cocoa, I found myself pondering about Kringlewood. Who was the person who put up the first Santa on the street? And where did they come from? I didn't think I would ever find the answers. Once I left, I noticed my camera was almost out of battery, so I went home to charge it. I actually ended up forgetting to charge the battery for my camera when I got home because I got distracted sewing my gloves instead. I went back to Kringlewood one more time, just to see what it would look like at nighttime, and boy was I not disappointed. They truly were a beautiful sight to see. Well, I'm gonna head back soon. I guess I'll never meet the person who put up the first Santa, but the tradition they started will hopefully last a long time to come. Anyways, I'm gonna go home. Oh my God. It's Santa.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas!
Santa, what are you doing here?
Can you keep a secret about this house?
Yeah, of course you can tell me. What is it? Yeah, okay. Santa, do you wanna say hi to the camera?
Well, of course, I would love to. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around.
Ho, 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 man.